I am excited to open up my book mail from RJ Julia Booksellers. I have been using them since the beginning of the quarantine to get books to my doorstep and support my local independent bookstore. So I'm going to open this up and share with you the titles that I have. One of the things I love about RJ Julia is that they personalize things. So they put a little card in, and this is from Karen, who I work with a lot. And she's just thanking me for my order and hoping that I stay safe. So the first book is The Bells by Clayton. I have a book talk about this on one of my other channels, so you can check that out. It is really, really good dystopia. It is a series, and the second one is also out. So definitely see if you can find that. Ooh, the next one is Stand Up Yumi Chung, and it's by Jessica Kim. I actually just finished listening to the audiobook that I was able to download on Libro FM, which is an equivalent to Audible, but it supports independent local bookstores. So this is really good humor. Also a lot of realistic fiction, and the main character is kind of trying to figure out how to become who she wants to be, but also meet the expectations of her parents. So really great book. Ooh, this one too. So Jack Kerouac is Dead to Me by Gay Polisner. This book just came out a very short time ago. And this book I read as an advanced copy on NetGalley. I also know Gay very well. She's a wonderful person and an amazing writer. And this is a YA book. And I'm going to read a little bit of the flap for you. It says 15-year-old J.L. Markham's life used to be filled with carnival nights and hot summer days spent giggling with her forever best friend Aubrey about their families and boys. Together they were unstoppable, but they aren't the friends they once were. And so this is a book that it's about friendship and what happens when friendship ends. And I just really think that this is a book that all readers of realistic fiction would really love. The next one is The List of Things That Will Not Change by Rebecca Stead. And notice it is a signed copy, which RJ Julia is really great for that. They have lots of books that the authors sign and you're able to purchase. And this book I'm actually halfway through. I had an advanced copy thanks to Book Posse. And I'm totally involved in this book. So this book says, the flap is, Sonia and I have a lot in common. Our parents are divorced. Our dads are gay. We both love barbecue potato chips, but she is different from me in at least one way. You can't tell how she's feeling just by looking at her, at all. When B's dad and his wonderful partner Jesse decide to marry, it looks as if B's biggest wish is coming true. She's finally going to have a sister. They're both 10. They're both in 5th grade. Though they've never met, B knows that she and Sonia will be perfect sisters. Just like sisters anywhere, B thinks. But as the wedding day approaches, B makes discoveries that lead her to a possible disastrous choice. So this book is also about the main character, B, kind of figuring out how to navigate her world between her mom and her dad, and going through figuring out how people are feeling and her own emotions. And it's very well written, so I highly recommend this. Oh, and the bookstore, RJ Julia, is doing a virtual event with this author on, I think, April 29th, so check out their website to register. Ooh, and last, but definitely not least, is From the Desk of Zoe Washington. And this book is by Janae Marks, and she is a Connecticut author who was gracious enough to record a book talk of this book on one of my Flipgrids for my students in my middle school. So you can check that out. I will try to post that somewhere connected to this video. This book was so good, and I also read this as an advanced copy. And it's about Zoe Washington, who her father is in prison. She's never really had a chance to get to know him. And on her 12th birthday, I think, it's her 12th birthday, she gets a letter from him. And she starts corresponding to him without her mother knowing. And she kind of finds out that things aren't always what she really thought they were. So she starts questioning some things, and alongside of that, she is also a baker, and she has started to volunteer at a bakery and she is hoping to participate in a contest for it's the Food Network Kids Bake Challenge. So she's also working a little bit with that. So definitely a fan for books, or for a book for fans of foodies. It also would make a really good, I think, reading with Rajani LaRocca's A Midsummer's Mayhem book, because that character is also really into baking and food. So again, From the Desk of Zoe Washington by Janae Marks. So thank you, RJ Julia, for sending me books in a time that I have a lot of time to read, it feels like, and I just want to share all that book love with all of you. So please check their website out, rjjulia.com, and I hope to see you soon.